So I got some questions about the scrappy binding I did on my last quilt here, so I want to show you how I make it. So I typically cut my binding at 2.5 inches, so I have a bucket here of just 2.5 inch strips. Normally whenever I finish a quilt, I'll just take whatever little bit of binding I have left and add it onto my roll of scrappy binding. But with this quilt, I ended up using up all of my scrappy binding, so I need to make some more anyway. So I prefer a 2.5 inch strip for my binding, and this is just cut on the straight of grain. If you prefer bias binding, you can absolutely do that. You would just cut your strips out on a 45 degree. Now these are full length strips, they're the full width of fabric, and I don't want that much in one section because I want this to look scrappy. So what I'll do is I will cut these down into smaller pieces. Some I'll cut in half, some in thirds. I just want them to be about 12 inches or longer when I'm cutting my pieces. I do want to get a good variety of color, so I'll just go through and pull random pieces. And now that we have a healthy mix of colors, we can head over to the sewing machine.